Hey Spirit Inspired people, it's Imani here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time. As always, we're going to get straight into it. I get asked a lot from people who want to start wearing their natural hair, beginners in natural hair, and they really just want to know what should they get. Now, I have been natural for a long time. We're talking over 20 years now. So I have accumulated a lot of things. So I'm not saying that you should go out and buy all of these things. However, I just want to show you what I have got in terms of tools for your natural hair. We're talking about tools for your natural hair, combs, electrical items that you might need over your journey in natural hair, and just really what you can use them for. Again, you don't need all of these things, but some of them may be useful depending on what particular style you want to do. So the first tool I've got here is quite a sad looking rat tail comb. Now you need this rat tail comb to part your hair. As you can see, I've got quite a few teeth missing on mine, and that's going to happen when you've got a household full of thick natural hair. The end of the rat tail comb you use for parting your hair in sections. You always want to work in sections when you are styling your hair. So the first tool is a rat tail comb. The next tool you're going to need is one of these, and this is a wide tooth comb. I've got two types. I've got one where the teeth is a little bit longer than the other one. Either one does the same thing. You want this to really detangle your hair. You don't want to use the rat tail comb to detangle your hair because you're just going to create knots. It's going to take you longer. This actually allows you to, what I use it for is just to detangle when I put conditioner in my hair in the shower. It's great for when you're in the shower and you want to detangle your hair while it's really soaking wet. Then I use the wide tooth comb just to do that. It's also good for parting your hair as well. But yes, you need a wide tooth comb. The next tool I've got to show you is a paddle brush. Now you don't particularly need this one, but I do use this one for my son's hair. It's quite good for just picking out a tiny little afro. You can use it to detangle your hair as well, but it's not an essential, but yeah, it's quite helpful. It's quite helpful if you blow dry your hair and you don't have a tool that I'm going to show you soon actually, but you can use this to blow dry. Use this with the blow dry to stretch out your hair as well. So this is called a paddle brush. Most people have these whether you're natural or not. Here I've got another type of brush. Now this is I think it's called a bristle brush. So you've got more bristles, and then you've got this wooden handle. And this is really good for those of you who like the laying down those edges. Love laying down those edges. I'm not too concerned about it, but it is good for brushing your edges, you know, just to get them smooth. They also do this nowadays in the toothbrush size. I've seen them a lot in the stores. They've got the smaller one with the toothbrush size because they know that that's a lot easier for creating those designs on your edges. So this is a bristle brush, great for edges. You can't really comb your hair with this one, but yeah, useful for your hairline. Next, very popular tool within the natural hair community. Here we have a Denman brush. Now Denman I think is the actual brand name, but it's usually called a Denman brush. Denman brushes are great for creating detangling, good for detangling mostly, and also creating extra defined curls in your hair when you're doing a wash and go. Is great. If you watch a lot of natural hair videos, you'll see a lot of them using it on the ends of their hair just to create that extra curl, extra definition on the ends of their hair, and it's really good for that. So if your hair doesn't really sort of curl as much as you like it to, then this is a great tool to get in order to create them. So yeah, this is a Denman brush. Also a great detangler and curl maker is my newest purchase actually in my tool selection is the EZ Detangler. I'm sure you've seen these around. They keep popping up as adverts on my Instagram, but yeah, so basically what you have is these these brushes, but they're quite loose. You know, they move, and I believe it's the moving action that makes it easier to glide through your hair and make detangling easier. And it does work. It does work. It does make detangling easier, and it does create extra definition for your curls as well. So it is a tool. It's a good tool to buy if you want to get it. It's not essential, but yes, again, one of the things that you will find in your journey is, you know, you want to make the detangling process as quick and easy as possible. Also, when your hair is well detangled, your styles look a lot more put together. So yeah, EZ detangler. I don't know whether EZ is also the brand name or the name of the brush, whatever it is. That's what it is. Another detangling tool. Yes, this is probably, you know, one of the OGs of detangling, which is the Tangle Teezer. Thick and curly one. I think they're different types, but I got the thick and curly one because I have thick and curly hair. I don't use this as much, but I do use this on the children's hair, especially the girls. I use it in the mornings before school just to sort of brush the front of their hair after they've slept. I also use it for my son's hair to comb through his hair in the morning. So it's normally one I use for the children. I don't use it as much myself anymore, but again, it's if you want to buy, you can. Great for detangling your hair, but I think I now prefer the EZ detangler to the Tangle Teezer, but you know, we all have our preferences. So here's another tool. Now, moving away from detanglers and combs a little bit, you are going to need these are clips. What are they called? Grips, bulldog clips, something like that. But you are not going to be able to style your hair effectively if you do not part them in sections, and these are great for just holding those sections in place. So you need to get yourself a set of these. Now here we have royalty, the hair pick. This has been around for a very long time, and if you do not have the one with the black power fist on the end, then you just don't have a hair pick. You need to get the one with the fist. I've got several of these, quite a few of these. Use it. Great for picking up your curls, picking up your roots. I mean, when you want to add volume to your hair, you're going to need this. You don't want to be combing your hair through, so you want to get, you know, a hair pick just to pick up the roots of your hair. It's great for that. It's also an accessory. We've seen them walking around the streets with your hair pick in your in your hair. It's iconic tool. I would definitely just get one for, you know, just having one, but it's very useful for, you know, just giving yourself that volume, that afro. When I really want to get an afro, then you want to get one of these to achieve that look. Hair pick or afro pick, iconic. Another thing you're going to need is a water bottle. It is what it is. You need to be spritzing your hair on a daily, if not every other day, ensuring you've got that moisture in your hair. You don't always have to apply heavy products. You can just spritz your hair with water, apply an oil, and you're good to go. So ensure you've got yourself a water bottle. You can recycle an old product bottle if you want, but you know, you can get yourself a specific water bottle as well. Okay, so now to electrical items. Obviously we all have a hairdryer. You need a hairdryer. But as a natural hair girl, you specifically need one with a diffuser attachment. You could blow dry your hair like this, but with a diffuser, it is much better. You get better results. You're able to maintain your curls by using the diffuser attachment. This one is from Tresemme. I got this one from Tresemme. There are many brands out there who do them, but yes, get yourself a hairdryer with a diffuser attachment. Best way to dry your hair if you don't have a hooded dryer, which is something that I do want to invest in at some point. I haven't found one. To be honest, I don't really have the space to put a hooded dryer at the moment, but when I do, I will get one. But in the meantime, this is what I use to dry my hair. It takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to get it as dry as I want it most of the time. You can also use this to, you know, pick out your roots, stretch out your, no, you can also use this to stretch your hair once it's dry and you want to stretch it to get some more volume, it's great for creating more volume in your hair. So yeah, this is your first electrical tool that you need. And in contrast to that, this is my old hairdryer with the famous comb attachment at the end. You cannot tell me, if you have been natural for a long time, that you do not have a dryer with a comb attachment and some tape wrapped around to keep it together. My daughter's hair alone has broken so many of these comb attachments that I just don't barely use this anymore. However, I do use it occasionally, and because I have to get the universal attachments now, because she's broken the original ones that go with this dryer, I have to use tape to keep that together. But yeah, I don't use this as often. But this is my old Wow. It's called the Wow Power Pick. Most of us have grown up using these, and I still keep it around, especially for my daughter's hair. You think my hair is thick, her hair is on another level. But what I do use for my daughter's hair when I want to blow dry out is the one I'm going to show you next, and that's this tool. This is the Revlon Perfectionist 2-in-1. So what you've got here is you've got your paddle brush, and it's also a blow dryer. I think I've got a specific review for this product on my channel, so if you want to know how this actually works in blow drying your hair, click that. I'll put a link somewhere so you can watch that video if you want to see how this works. But yeah, this is my tool now for blow drying my hair, or blow drying my children's hair, because I rarely blow dry my hair, but when I do, I use this. It just makes the process so much easier because you've got the paddle brush that, you know, it's makes it a lot easier to tangle your hair while it's straightening. Not straightening, it's not straightener, it's a blow dryer. So you'll get that blowed out look with this. So this is what I use. It cuts the process in half for me, and we're also less likely to damage the teeth on these ones. You know, you can't really break them in any way because of the plastic that it's made out of. So yeah, this is a very hand tool. Again, not an essential, but if I was to choose over this and the Wow Power Pick type of dryer with the comb attachment, I would rather go for this one. I prefer you to get this one. I think it's more effective in blow drying your hair. However, beware that it doesn't get to your roots as well as, you know, I'd like it to, as well as you'd like it to, which is why I have the comb attachment dryer on hand, because that can actually get into your roots if you want to really get that straightened and blow dry. So sometimes after I've used this on my daughter's hair, then I'll use the comb attachment to get to the roots. And I think we've just got to the final tool. Now this tool is a bit of a trick because I'm not recommending this one. I don't recommend you buy this. I don't even know why I have one. And it's one of these. It's a hot comb, or a pressing comb. I haven't even opened it. I think even after buying it, I knew that it was the wrong idea and I wasn't going to use it. I thought I was going to use it to help stretch out my daughter's hairline, but then I just thought to myself, why would I put her through that kind of heat damage? You know, there's a bit of nostalgia really with the hot comb. It brings back a lot of memories. I'm a child of the hot comb era. My mum used to put this on the stove, use it to straighten my hair, and yes, it was effective, but the heat damage, the burns to your ear every now and again was horrendous. I've never used a hot comb on my daughter's hair. I'll never use a hot comb on my hair. I just wouldn't recommend it. And I know that in salons they use these combs with the stove, and it's better to get a professional to do it, but even then I think the heat damage on your hair is just not worth it. So yeah, this is a tool I have that I do not recommend that you get. Anyway, that's it. Those are the tools that I use for my natural hair, and I've accumulated these over the years. You don't have to go out and get all of these at once, but as you get to know your natural hair, as you get to know the styles that you want to do, then yes, hopefully you can refer back to this video and you'll see exactly which one could help you. Thank you for watching. As always, keep taking spirit-inspired actions and do it in style.